Welcome back. This is Mr. Hassan's Maths channel, and I am now answering question number 10 from the specimen paper of the IGCSE Cambridge 0580 paper 4. This is a specimen paper for 2025, and here we are answering a question about factorizing, and this is a type of factorizing involving taking out highest common factors, and it's where you have four terms. Now, whenever you see four terms like this and you're asked to factorize, straight away in your mind you should be thinking about factorizing by grouping, okay, where you take the first two terms by themselves, okay, and you take the highest common factor out of those two terms first. So here we've got 2x and 6. The highest common factor is 2. So we're going to write 2, and then we open a bracket and we have x plus 3. That will give us 2x plus 6. So that's that part. And then whatever sign comes next, you write it down. And then you look at the next two terms and you try to find the highest common factor from those two terms. And from 3xy and 9y, well, there's a common factor from the numbers, which is 3. And there's a common factor from the letters, which is y. And what you're going to write inside the bracket, well, 3y times something gives us 3xy, and there must be an x there. And, well, and you got negative 3y times something gives us negative 3xy, must be an x. And negative 3 times something gives us negative 9y, so it must be plus, because minus times plus is negative, and it must be a 3 here. Right, now what you notice when you do factorizing by grouping, that you will end up with a bracket, a common factor, which is this whole bracket here. This whole bracket is considered like a common factor, okay? And so a lot of people, they just memorize what to do next without actually understanding it. I want you to understand exactly why we write down the answer as we do. And it's basically that this is a factor in both of these two terms. This is one whole term and this is one whole term. And what's common in these two terms is x plus 3. So I'll write x plus 3 as common, and then I'll open up a bracket and I'll say, okay, I want x plus 3 times this number to give me 2 times x plus 3, so it must be a 2 here. And I want x plus 3 times this number to give me negative 3y times x plus 3, so we must have a negative 3y here. So most people will write down 2 minus 3y times x plus 3. They'll write it like this because they just know that that's what happens. And that's perfectly correct to do that, but I want you to understand why, and the reason why is because we have a common factor, which is the whole of this bracket, x plus 3, right? So our answer in the end is going to be this. I'll just write it over. I'll just shift it across. If I can. So there we have the answer to the question. And that concludes question number 10. As I said, I'm saving each question separately so that I can save them according to topic. So this will be under the topic of factorizing. So you'll find at the end of this video that you'll find some playlists appearing, some links. The top right will be a link to the rest of the questions from this paper. The playlist will be there. The link at the bottom right of the corner of the page will be a link to the topic of factorizing. Okay, let's have a factorizing here, and you will find here a link to subscribe to my channel, and here you'll find a link to a video which tells you how to use my channel for, to find what you're looking for. Thank you for watching, and see you soon.